again.
I've never known air as dank and frigid.
Dank. It's a dank meme.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Who could have guessed?
Why couldn't they see them? There's glass in the door.
Don't interfere.
And nobody snog Byron.
Ow, so cut the apples.
Oh.
Witness
Graham's definitely going to snog
the dance.
Oh boy.
Spudder's playing the piano as well.
This guy's my favourite.
I must pop it to the little posh room.
Graham.
Oh.
I too would have that reaction to Bradley Walsh.
Oh no. Oh, fingers again.
It's very spidery as well.
Oh.
Oh!
Hello, child.
That was very spooky.
If he's written about me, I can ascertain his true sentiments.
Oh.
Or you could try asking him.
Shut up, your ass. Don't be ridiculous.
Is that
Oh. Me.
Milan taught me, but I always get the keys wrong. What she always said, there's no
So,
reason not to try.
is your nan dead?
imagine never being able to truly rest.
I'm fully aware of
Don't
what
you
you want.
imagine, mate?
Yeah, so.
Nice my show later though. Big fan of hers.
You know, my daughter.
Will do. Gorgeous brain.
Why are you here?
For a quick visit supposedly.
Oh, is that from Spyfall Part 2?
Weird vibe off your house.
Ada. She mentioned Byron in that, didn't she?
Don't worry.
There's going to be no duel. I absolutely forbid it. What's up?
Me.
I shall return.
Oh.
This is the hand.
I think it's
Oh. MVP.
Oh.
Yes.
She is from somewhere much, much stranger. North.
Me and you need to take a squeeze at your skeleton.
Oh, okay.
Forward.
She's a skeleton and not bone.
Very true.
Vampires.
Ah.
Crops now
Hamlet.
grow where blood was spilled. Innocent fascination I assure you.
Waterloo.
Couldn't escape if I wanted to.
No!
Okay.
When he didn't join us, my mind naturally wandered to the idea of some torrid assignation in town.
This guy's a
Surely
prick.
off suspended over the water like a death god rising from Hades.
Oh,
Right. Nothing too sinister.
she has a way with words, doesn't she?
Mm.
Oh.
Don't worry.
That's fine.
Rare sort of thing.
Oh. Oh, it's just a baby.
Oh, I thought it was a cat.
There's a real baby in you.
Ooh.
Mind. Oh.
That is creepy.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
I think I'm seeing dead people.
I see dead people. When it gets cold, there I see dead people.
What they say? I told you so.
What a gent.
When you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
William, my darling.
Oh.
Oh my.
You can walk through the door. We know.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, yes. There it is. That's awful.
Could we be deceased?
Nice.
Could we be deceased?
Something came here that wasn't supposed to and caused a major disturbance. Like what?
Major disturbance.
That is a traveller moving through time.
Oh. Oh.
Might that be a lone Cyberman?
100% that Cyberman.
Oh yeah, it is! Oh yes!
Organs, flesh, surgically replaced with mechanical parts without consent. It drives them insane.
Like Frankenstein's monster.
Brain.
Oh, look at the guy in it.
Oh my god.
Changed into empty, soulless shells. No feeling, no control, no way
Dead.
back. I will not lose anyone else to that.
Oh. You just don't see that kind of thing.
Oh.
Oh no, not this guy. He's good. Hello.
I do not appreciate the face.
I love it. Oh.
Oh.
Hush, little baby.
But your vital signs betray a heightened state of anxiety.
Or as I like
Same.
to call it, Tuesday.
Is it too late to choose another group?
When no one in the group project is doing any work.
But he is fortified against me.
Okay, good to know. So I vote we split up and continue the search. You go this way and I'll go this way.
Dead baby. Ah.
Not gonna show a dead baby. 7:45.
That's a shame.
You're going to take William from me.
Dead.
Oh, well.
You can't kill Mary Shelley.
Why not?
I'm trying to protect him.
Uh-oh.
Hello there.
Close.
Mary! I cannot hide.
What is going on?
What is
Alive. Like quicksilver. I fished it out to study it more closely.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
It took root. I was changed.
Oh.
Ah.
No one could see me.
Someone took it from the Cybermen, sent it back through time here in an attempt to change the future.
Very Terminator.
To protect it from that. Don't let the Cybermen have what it wants. I know. Because armies will rise and billions will die.
Shelley's gonna die if that stuff stays inside.
Shelley's only one life against all those others.
What are you saying? How can you
Bye.
condemn him to death like that? The world you were created in won't exist, so neither will you. It's not just his life at stake, it's yours. You want to sacrifice yourself for this? You want me to
Oh, heck.
sacrifice you?
Oh heck.
You want to call it? Do it now. What is your name, sir? Why?
Frank.
Oh, it's gonna be in it.
Mr. Frank N. Stein.
I did spare your son. He's a useless one.
Uh-oh.
And I did have children. I slit their throats when they joined the resistance.
Oh.
Oh my.
I'm sorry, Percy Shelley. I'm so very sorry.
Oh dear.
Is he in his body?
Oh heck. What now?
I can't win. Yes. You are.
Uh-oh.
Oh bloody hell.
You do it. Give me what it wants.
Bye.
Oh dear.
And then proceeded to use my person as a human shield.
And?
And the spell is broken, my lord. How can we repay you?
Just gonna go for the swim.
Yeah. I need to cool off after all this.
We thought you saw Shelley like we did.
Oh, come on, beady eyes. Made the room go arctic. Where did them two fit in?
I'm sure they did.
No, come on, Doc. This is where you jump in with a rational explanation.
Oh dear.
Ghosts don't exist, right?
You go into diagram.
Unless they do.
What?
Darkness had no need of aid from them. She was the universe.
Oh no. Well, what did you think?
Confusing? Slightly?
I feel like I mostly got there. If I rewatch it, I feel like I'd understand it, which I don't often get with some.
Yeah. I assume the basics is this intelligent AI manifested itself in Mary Shelley's husband, and this Cyberman came back to try and, very Terminator-esque, came back in time to retrieve it.
Yes, to find out about the future.
To rebuild the army in the future, yeah. So
Basically.
that was cool, but what I guess doesn't make sense is if I assume the thing that was sent back wasn't sent back by the Cybermen / isn't a Cybermen thing, because if it was, why would it be trying to stop?
They
Cybermen
mentioned
fighting?
a resistance, so I imagine it's probably them.
Yes, so that would be an interesting take on what happens.
Yes. I really liked it, actually. I liked the atmosphere, the setting, the Spookingtons.
Yeah.
And it was gross.
Yeah, I guess I could have done with more spooks.
Yeah.
Like when the door closed and the little girl was behind it, that was quite creepy. I like that. So I kind of like some of the spooks. Could have been a bit spookier.
Yeah.
Because if you think the spookiest episode is Blink, if you want to call it spookiest. And so that's what I'd say is peak jump scares that you can get away with.
Yeah.
And there wasn't necessarily that in this. So, Liam's dinner sorted.
Yeah, we're getting an Indian. So yes, I was making notes, but then as soon as the Cyberman turned up, I stopped. So I don't know why I'm staring at them.
Yes, yeah, it was long rumoured the Cyberman was going to be in it.
Yeah, I'm glad that was the case. I think it makes sense with the whole Mary Shelley tying in, which I liked. I do really like the historicals in the past few years.
I have some queries about the Cyberman.
Right.
Because obviously the way it's made, in present day, so to speak, is they take out the brain and they put it in the shell. I do believe at some point in canon it's said that it gets desperate and just starts converting everything into metal, which I assume is what they've done, which is why he still has a face.
Yeah.
Because not all Cybermen, they shouldn't have a face, a human face. It
Well,
should just be the brain.
yeah, they all have like different methods, don't they, for conversion?
But then obviously if you think of the Cyberman in Torchwood, that's very still human.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's still human. It was an interesting take, and it was
I
very
really like the look of it. I thought it looked
very gruesome.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Very Frankenstein.
I see what they did there. Yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, so I did like that, and I look forward to seeing more of it.
Yes.
Because I've always found the Cyberman sort of conversion thing interesting with
It's
how
pretty
they change.
scary, really. The idea behind it, and yeah.
Because obviously we've seen different versions of it. Obviously this is one of them where it's just the human in the suit. We've seen Bill's one where they were basically nursing them back to health rather than whatever, and we've seen the Tortured one. And we've seen
a lot of the classic
Brain.
series ones, there's like a bit of plastic there so you can actually see human mouths talking, which I really like. So it's cool kind of having that again.
Yeah.
Danny Pink had his whole goddamn face.
Got his face, yeah. So, yeah.
I do like it when they... Because that's one thing with the new series sometimes, I feel like they do make them seem more like robots than anything else.
Yes.
And I like that they've kind of started to go back to focusing on them being... They are like human beings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really like that. And I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes with the finale. Because Simon are my favourite villains. So I'm always hyped to see them. And yes.
Are you sure are you really hyped? I don't know. You've never mentioned it before.
Have I not? I might not have done on camera. I don't know.
Is this the first? Well, I guess this is...
This is the first Slideman appearance in the series so far.
Past 2 years.
They haven't been in it for 3 years, so...
3?
Oh,
2.
Capaldi's last series is 2017, so...
Oh, yeah.
2 and a bit, if you round it up.
Yeah.
So that's cool to see them again, and I'm excited to see how they wrap up this season because we're already in the last two part.
And I'm excited for the Cyber Wars because it's hinted at in Nightmare in Silver.
Yes.
It's hinted in that
Yeah,
they
they have to blow up a
massive
planet
war.
to like, stop.
No, well they had to.
So we're watching Call the Midwife. That's the girl from Who Takes You Away.
Oh yes.
Time
They yeah, because they had to blow up like a whole chunk of a universe, didn't they? A chunk of a galaxy.
yeah, because they
And
kept
then
upgrading
they
and
had to do the
upgrading.
planet. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what this is because in the next time they sort of showed what looked like people from the Second World War, like the uniform and the outfits was
Yeah.
very 1940s.
I don't know if it's like there's a different time period.
But then they were like, it's the future, so maybe after the war they sort of reverted back to pre-technology out of the theory.
Yeah, I
of-
think it's going to kind of be a thing where like there's just so much war and violence and damage. They kind of the human race like kind of progresses a lot. I think like
Yeah.
that's what it's kind of be,
Yeah.
which is cool.
I'm glad that the Sideman wasn't just the last 5 minutes either,
Yeah, I really like that it had a good chunk to kind of.
because that was the fear, and Doctor Who's official Twitter account was very much like, "Oh, look at what happens at the end."
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh, is
but
it
I'm
gonna
glad
be the-"
that kind of wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily the case. So that was
Technically,
cool.
the whole point of the episode was the Cyberman. So that was
I
nice.
liked all the tension between the Doctor and her companions as well.
Yes, in the cellar was very.
That's kind of
nice.
what I wanted to see.
It was very good.
I thought when she was talking about like letting one die to save the universe or whatever, I thought Ryan was going to bring up how angry he got in Orphan 55 when she kind of left his girlfriend behind.
Lady, yeah.
But they didn't quite go there, which is fine. I don't mind. But I do like it when there are bits of spats. And I liked her speech. She's like, you can't always win, and then have like ripple effects and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Although at one point she was like, "Yeah, it's fine if things happen." I'm like, "Did you make your mind up? Are you worried that things are going to go wrong, or is it a?" That's where I think they're a bit hit and miss because obviously with previous they've had the whole fixed point situation
Yeah.
where things can't change no matter sort of what happens. So it was interesting that they walked this line here as to the Doctor has to make a choice now as to
Yeah.
act or not.
Yeah. And I just like go back and fix my mistake, which is cool.
Because, well, I suppose it's the same thing, because either way, the Cyberman would have had to have got for history to continue as is.
Yeah.
Because if the Doctor hadn't intervened, it would have got it. But I suppose then maybe Shelley would have died. But it's a bit tricky, but the Doctor is always there at every single historical event.
Basically. So anyway, I mean, they've already done Mary Shelley and Never Need It before, so this isn't the first time.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see. This is very much utopia to this 2-part series finale, isn't it? Where it's
Yes.
not part 1, but it's
Yeah, and kind of like turn left to
Yeah.
Stolen Earth and Journey's End
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see where it picks up next week, whether we're straight into it or whether we're literally there in the TARDIS going, you know, whether it's a cold open or not. It'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see if Jack does come back.
Yes.
Get the hint that he might, because she was like, well, he's
Kids
not
do.
here. But Chibnall said that he's not. But
Mhm.
then I always take what he says with a pinch of salt,
Yeah.
because you never actually know.
So you don't just want to outright say, oh yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah.
You don't want to spoil every single thing.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get more. Well, there's no hint of Ruth and the Timeless Child in the next episode, is there?
No.
They seem to be two separate things at the minute.
Yeah.
So whether they will connect, I don't know.
Well, with the title of part 2, I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, but well, I guess. But then it's always how's that going to be the case then? How are the Cybermen linked with the Timeless Child? Is the
We'll see. Maybe it's like Cybermen is just like part 1 and it leads into something else, and I don't know.
yeah, but then, yeah, I guess maybe
We shall see
Yes.
in due time. This
2
time in
weeks
2
left.
weeks. That'll be it.
be the
We've
end.
just finished because it's like an hour and 5 minutes, I think, the finale.
Oh Christ! I keep thinking they're an hour. Every time I look at the clock, I'm like, oh, half an hour left. I'm like, whoops, nope, 20 minutes.
No.
So, because they were an hour last season, weren't they?
It was still like 50 minutes.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe it's just me then thinking. Maybe it's just me getting used to American TV.
Maybe. That'll be it.
Hour-long shows. Never mind.
But yes,
But
that's...
they're not, they're 44 minutes. you know.
Yes, with the adverts as well. That's
If you're going to be pedantic, yes.
maybe BBC should just scrap the license fee and put adverts in.
Can't believe you've done this. Can't believe you said
Oh.
this. But yeah, I really like this one. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
it
being
was good.
spooked.
I'll have to give it a rewatch. See what it is. I enjoyed
Yeah.
the character moments where they were separate.
Yeah, I thought the supporting cast were pretty cool.
Ryan and Graham and Yaz got a little time, I guess, again.
Yeah.
Yaz and Ryan also got some time together, which was nice. I haven't seen that much this season.
Yeah, since like Spyfall really. They haven't really had a lot.
Graham had some zingers again, which is great.
Oh, Graham.
Butler was the highlight, even though he died.
Yeah, poor Butler. And that poor woman who was like looking after the baby, she had a really bad day. She got spooked the most out of everything, I think, and then she got murdered by a Cyberman.
Yeah.
That was gruesome, and she was like screaming, and it just goes.
I know the
was nice.
Sideman was very brutal with this, especially when it like explained why it didn't kill.
I really like the
the
design
child.
of it, which is so cool.
With the weird like skeleton.
Yeah, I did have children.
And then I killed them.
So like,
yeah, so
that's cool.
hopefully that stays consistent in the next episode and it doesn't like change or you know.
Yeah.
So because I know sometimes, like the previous Sideman story is a prime example where Johnson was sort of really good in the first half, and the second half it sort of put him in the back.
Yeah.
I don't really want that to happen with this, but I fear it might.
Mm.
But we'll see how central he is, I guess.
We shall see.
Mm.
I'm excited. Very excited.
2 weeks left,
That's it.
and then that'll be it until festive season.
Whatever
maybe.
the special is, yes. Then who knows after that?
Well, there will be
5
at least
years.
one more series, won't there? And then
Yeah.
we'll see where it goes from there. Maybe Torchwood will come back.
Yeah, it's nice to kind of have spin-offs like fill the gaps, I think, in between seasons.
Yes. Yeah, even if it's just like... I've always been adamant I'd love a Paul McGann mini-series just to give him some more screen time.
Mm.
I'd take anything really, a unit spin-off.
Be his agent.
I wish. And then, you know, I'd even take a Sarah Jane spin-off with the cast from that.
I was going to say, I mean, that'd be
You know,
pretty difficult. Yeah.
You know, I'd take Luke.
With like Luke and Clyde
Smith
and Rani.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
cool.
nice.
I'd like to see them again.
I mean, Rani can't be in it anymore. She's just been a Scorpion. So she's out. So never
I
mind.
think she can come back somehow.
But, yeah, I'd take some spin-offs as long as they're a bit better than Class. Class is a good
It had
attempt,
its moments.
but it didn't
But
really work.
episodes 4 and 5 of Class, I remember watching just thinking this is utter shite.
Yeah.
But yeah. Until
Maybe.
then, we still have 2 weeks of goodness. Hopefully goodness.
Yeah.
When it's a finale with Cybermen, I'm going to like it, I think. Either way.
You heard it here first. If he's not come back to this video,
Although I said, I can't wait for the Jadoon episode. You know how that went for me, so we'll see. With bated breath, I am excited. Finale. And big cliffhanger. I like a cliffhanger. Oh, are we going to see the Master as well? That's another prediction, maybe.
yeah, that's how it is. I don't know where it's going to go because we've got so many loose strands compared to last
Yeah,
series.
I feel like Chibnall's already said like you're not going to get all the answers. I think he's like multiple year kind of arc. he's playing
Yeah,
out.
because we had literally no loose strands in the first series, and
No.
now we've got like 10.
Yeah.
And we're like, how many of these are going to pay off? And I think
Oh, you watched a story out this season, did you?
Yes.
No!
We'll definitely get Sideman resolution.
Yeah.
I don't know whether we probably won't get Jack this season. I'm expecting him next season.
Yeah.
The Master maybe. Also, obviously, the Timeless Child. If the episode title is correct, we should get some kind of resolution for that.
Yeah.
But then the Master would sort of tie in.
It's
with
definitely
that.
correct because it's in there.
Yes. So the Master would tie in with the Timeless Child and Gallifrey and everything. So hopefully that's
Yeah, that'd be cool.
ish. But we'll have to wait and see.
We shall wait and see. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one a lot. It was nice to be spooked, and I'm excited to see how they're going to wrap up this season.
Yes, it's been good. So I think it's been fairly consistent this season so far.
Yeah, I wouldn't say.
I've not felt I'm watching an independent art house version of Doctor Who like it felt at the times last season.
Mm.
I think this has felt more like Doctor Who than last season did.
Yeah, I think it's just a big change, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Sometimes a vision people have just doesn't work for the general public,
Yeah,
so they have to tweak things,
they've figured
which is
it out.
fair.
Yeah.
And I think we like Series 11 more than most. So-
Yes,
and
we
even-
do, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think Series 12 has definitely been quite a step up from that.
Yeah. Even
Step
if some
up to
people
the
think
streets.
it's been a step down or whatever, I mean, I just
Yeah.
just don't have the time.
Some people are people.
They'll complain, like Chibnall will go, we'll have the same complaints about whoever's new in. I
Probably.
mean, there was this, people complain with Moffat, people complain with this, so
Yeah, every showrunner gets hate. It's just
Yeah.
the way it is. So yeah.
never mind.
We'll find out next week how things go anyway. And I'm excited. And we'll see you then for Pain.